Hi, today we're here to present two adverts to you about a topic that we want to invoke on the public. So basically, it's about, one advert's about a drinking advert and one's about a sport advert, which later on you'll be combining them together to basically our project.
In the countryside, when the weather is fine, it's my peanut time, so get in line. All the friends we see, you need daily, yeah, that's right. Take a jump, take a dive, there's a need from the gate inside. Ribena, no added sugar, has the same delicious blackcurranty taste with, you guessed it, no added sugar.
As you see, it's a Ribena advert. Most of you thinking, oh, what has this got to do with our project? Our project is to do with Luke say sport, and we want to invoke it around sports areas. So we just used a different type of product as Ribena, different sports product. Some people drink the Ribena for sports, and some people doesn't. So advert now. The advert is based in the countryside, as the producers wanted the public to see that it's homegrown, and it's basically that nothing's wrong with it, it's all from Britain, and Britain's stuff, nutrients and vitamins is good. The props they don't really use many props except for a tractor, ladybirds, different animals in their advert. They have they use animation to make the product seem fun for the target audience, which is, as you can see, kids and young teenagers, just to make it enlightening. The movement towards the advert is very calm, relaxing, but fun at the same time. So it has jumping around with the little Ribenas over there, jumping around. So it's making it fun, realistic. You see, you have a Ribena wearing a helmet where you actually already know that it's going to get crushed into a drink. So it's basically mixing it two together, that the drink's going to get crushed, but it was happy in the first place, teaching the kids that it was happy in the first place. So the visual effect that it has on us, the adults and the parents, is that once it hits the children saying that, oh, I want this drink, the parents they're gonna keep getting bugged to buying this drink. And at the end of it, what happens? They buy the drink and it's making profit in the company, and all made from this 30-second advert, official Ribena. That's pretty much it on the Ribena part, but we're going to show you our next video, which is something to do with sport. My partner Zain here is going to basically explain the product and what the advert's saying to you.
This advert is from Pepsi. It is located in Mexico. The theme is Western because they wanted to show how Pepsi back in those days were important to football players, and they used to drink it to give them energy. And the two rival clubs at that time were Real Madrid and Manchester United, so they made a commercial about those two. And they used it. Pepsi made their own music to go with this video because to show.
How was it shot? Tell me about the camera work.
Camera work. The camera work was a mid-shot to show their facial expressions. It was a cowboy theme, and it showed the moodiness and the contrast between the players.
The setting for this advert was obviously in a western town. The reason they done this is because it relates to the standoff scene where they have in the end. A lot of viewers, when they first see it, this is what most of them would expect. So it kind of helps to introduce it. The props used in this were obviously one of the biggest props was Pepsi. That actually links in with the colour because I don't know if you noticed, but the Pepsi bottle was the only colourful thing with a blue colour, and everything else was a mild, darkish colour. This helps to make the Pepsi bottle stand out from the rest of the things. Obviously, they were wearing cowboy outfits and ponchos and that kind of stuff, which links to Western themes. The movement in this, it was quite fast at the start. I don't know if you noticed, when they came in with the horses and they pushed the door open and everything. And when the footballer grabbed the ball, it was quite fast paced. And then when they get to the standoff, they slow things down and they show a contrast of the moves. In framing at the start, when they come in with the Cowboys, they show a quite wide shot with the Cowboys starting from both sides. They do this because it makes them look like they come in numbers and they're more powerful. The music, throughout the advert, they use the kind of stereotypical Western music, which is used throughout lots of Western films. A lot of people would recognise this tune and know what to expect. They use quite a lot of cuts. They do this because they want it to be continuous. They want it to be fast-paced before they get to the standoff. That's introduced.
So now we've had our Ribena and our Pepsi. So now we're going to combine them together and show you what we've came up with and what is the differences and the comparisons between both of them.
Obviously, when you first saw both the adverts, you wouldn't say there's anything like you can compare between them. But the reason we picked both is because in Ribena, the main thing they want you to know is that it's got vitamin C. It's healthy for you, and that's one of the things about Lucozade. So when you drink Lucozade, you get healthier bodies. It's an aid. And Pepsi, the thing they do is that it gives you strength, it makes you stronger, and that's also another feature of Lucozade. Both, obviously, we didn't want to put in a rival company because it would be too similar to ours, and they might so we might look like as if we're copying them. By doing these two, it shows that we've taken bits of both, and it makes ours best of both. The setting in both was different. The first one was in a farm, which shows that it was healthy, and it shows parents that it's an organic drink, and etc. And the second one was in a town, which links in with the Western theme that we were going with.
It looked a bit deserted, but when the Pepsi came, you saw a lot of people hanging out and trying to
Coming around to
get
In the first Rabin advert, there was they used virtual props, costumes, and they didn't have any makeup. Whereas in the second one, they tried their best with props and costumes to link in with what they would have had back then, to make it more accurate and make it more realistic for the viewers. The movement in both was very fast-paced, obviously, with the exception of to the end of the second one. But they were both very fast-paced at the start. For example, when in the first one, when the black currant jumps off the tree and they're all playing around with music and all that stuff. Both they didn't really have anything at an angle that I could straight away notice. The colour in them was, for the first one, they used the purple colour because it's recognised as a colour that Rabin used, and so people will recognise the colour and recognise the company. And they used green, which I've explained already, for healthiness. And the second one, they used the blue Pepsi bottle to stand out from the dark and dull colours.
To do with that colour situation that he said, there's certain symbolic meanings to different colours. Like purple, it says that it's a very naturist colour, which can be artificial. Green is a colour of nature. Yellow is the sun, good, healthy nutrients to people. Blue is the colour of, as Pepsi, it's the colour of the sky where people like and brings their day out. So when you wake up in the morning, you can be invited into the day.
For sound, both of them had music. The first one had an illustrating song which explained the thing about Ribena, how it's got vitamin C, how it stands for Ribena. It's quite a catchy tune, which was on purpose. They obviously wanted you for the song to get stuck in your head. They wanted it to be popular. The second one used a Western music soundtrack, which is recognised a lot and is used in very popular films about Western themes.
I think we better wrap out there actually, guys, because we're going to go a bit over time, but I think you've covered everything. So, can we get some questions just to round things up?
Yes.
My one is a question, but I really like the way that thought about the colour scheme and what it connotates and what it means. But I think you guys need to think about how you're gonna do it for your own in a way. Because I think it's really good how you got, especially you guys did it in detail, but how is that gonna relate to yours?
It's a shame.
You can't answer, but I think it's a bit confusing. because
Our initial idea for our project is to have two people running against each other, drinking a rival drink and one drinking water. The person that was drinking water is losing. He loses the first race. The second race now, for our product which we're trying to establish, is Lucozade. He drinks the Lucozade now, and the next race, he literally just leaves the guy behind and wins the race. So basically, that's we're trying to promote Lucozade a bit better.
when they kind of offend people that who drinks water, like
No, actually, it's.
in a way, because I'm a person who likes water than energy.
No,
It's used for sports people. Like sports people know that water is hydrated. From water you don't get cramp. If you drink water, you get hydrated, and cramps least likely to happen. Water, but Powerade, as a rival thing, has a bit more of an edge. It has the glucose and all of that
But also
saturated
has
sugar.
all of the
I know
sugar.
fat and sugar,
Yeah.
but
But you do need sport at the same time, so
it gives you a bit of performance.
yeah.
I don't think
That's-
Pepsi's, I don't think you see sportsmen drinking Pepsi, really, do you?
Nah.
But the way they presented it as though they do, so that's how they marketed it.
Yes.
But you wouldn't see David Beckham actually drinking Pepsi on a football match. Yeah, that would be
This is it.
You'll be drinking
Because
this.
it's just sugar.
It used to be
Our
powder
sugar. Okay, let's stand up there. Well done, guys.
How will you like you want more to
Okay, thanks, Bill.